Hi, and just welcome to a really quick info session Q&A on our new ebook, Egg Fast 3.0. We've had a lot of questions. I do have FAQs in the book if you have already purchased it, so you can go to the back section and find a few answers to potentially any of your questions. But I thought I'd just quickly do a very fast run through some of the ones that have come up in Facebook posts and that as well. So, will it come out in paperback? No, it won't. It's just an ebook, but you can print it. As you can see, I have, and I printed off my plan, and I printed off my shopping list and everything like that. I actually just went and did it, so I can get straight into my plan for next week. Does it contain the same recipes as the other two books? I've got a list here, so I'm just going through them. Okay, so we have two other ebooks: Egg Fast, A Faster Way. Egg Fast 2.0, A Faster Way, and Egg Fast Recipes, the original. No, the recipes in this book are completely different. There is 55 plus, I think there's maybe about 57 recipes in this book. It's 126 pages. So as you can see, yes, it is a very thick book. It is full color photographs. It has links to jump back and forward within the index to the recipes and to any other recipes that we might use within a recipe. So let's just say an egg wrap with the egg butter. One will have the link to the other page that you can just jump back and forward, or you can use the page numbers. Can I print it out? Yes, you can. What makes it different? Okay, so this Egg Fast 3.0 is totally different than any other Egg Fast, okay? It's even more different than my Egg Fast 2.0, which 2.0 included hemp seeds and bacon fats and things like that. So, that is without a doubt our most successful book or ebook ever, which came out in 2020, with thousands of people having tested it, and it has, been really, really popular. So of course I was very interested in doing a new book and making it more towards the keto diet that we all know today, and that is protein prioritized or protein optimized rather than fat. So there is a lot of differences in this book. So it includes more food choices. You'll actually have the choice to actually add to one meal every day an extra 100 grams of lean protein in the form of meat or seafood. There is lists of food choices that you can add to this. There is still the hemp seeds in it because we love our hemp seeds, because it does provide extra protein, and it is a great flour replacement, and it is very low in carbs. The macros are very similar to an egg as well, so that's really weird, but it is true. There is a dairy-free plan in this, and it actually has 35 recipes out of the 55 plus that are either dairy-free or have dairy-free options. So if you are dairy-free, you can use the book. Every recipe is not dairy-free, I'm not saying that, but you can follow this plan or a plan within it and adapt some of the others of the recipes that I haven't given options for dairy-free, with dairy-free cheese if you wanted to, or just leave them out and make it simpler and just use the protein as the booster for your macros. So you can do it if you're dairy-free. We've also included a list of ingredients that can substitute for butter and that as well too. There is no eating every 3 hours like in a traditional egg fast plan. As we know, we all follow low carb. Keto, we don't have to eat every 3 hours, right? We eat when we're hungry. It's better to fast between meals. So eating every 3 hours is out the window. Can I do it if I'm intermittent fasting? Yes, you can. Can I do it if I'm OMAD? Yes, you can. We've also included the link to our macro calculator, which is available to everybody on the website, where you can work out what macros you need to your activity level, and work out how much protein you need each day. So you can actually try and work to hit that protein mark. Of course, if you're OMAD, that is a little bit harder to do, to eat all the protein in one meal, but at least you can prioritize that protein over any other macro. You can use it to fit your macros. Yes, it's lower fat, so adding an extra tablespoon of fat to every egg, to me, is a little bit silly, because protein is quite filling. I find it very filling. So we've used it as a filler and a flavorer, but it is not a high fat meal plan. Stop eating before bed. We have 4-hour minimum to stop eating before going to bed, so then that increases the amount of fasting to help you use more of your body fat for fuel. How many recipes? There is 55, as I already previously they're mentioned. There's 55 recipes with swap options for some of the ingredients in there. So if, like, let's just say for dairy free, you want to swap that out or leave that out. And there is also the protein option. So for me, next week, all the plans are 4 days as well. So that actually, it works perfect, I feel, for a Monday to Thursday. So that leaves you free for Friday, Saturday, Sunday to go out with your friends or whatever you like to do at those. But with the meal plans, you know, you can go through and add your extra protein. So for me, I'm having baked green eggs on Monday with a protein boost of 100 grams of grilled chicken. I'm having my famous bacon pizza with 100 grams of grilled steak, which I'll like nicely slice into thin slices and put over the top of the bacon pizza with the hemp seed pesto. So gourmet kind of food, but very, very basic. And that's another thing I should say, is these recipes are super simple and are all devised to be quick. About the only thing that will take any length of time is making crepes and cannoli cream, and that's just because you've got to cook one crepe at a time, unless you've got a lot of crepe pans. Okay, so there are so many recipes on, I had this one the other day, there are so many recipes on Pinterest, why pay for your book? Well, there is no recipes on Pinterest with and Pinterest is just a search engine, but this plan, as I've already mentioned, is completely different. So you're not going to find an egg fast that is like this one at all anywhere that I know of. And it would be the same because I've written it. How many meal plans? There's 5 meal plans in this book, so you can choose one, you can do them, and there is also that you can do them at your own speed or alternate weeks if you wanted to. There is also a blank meal plan where you can actually use the recipes that are in the book and create your own, and shopping lists that you can print off, and you can just reuse those pages and that as well, because you might track how you went with your specific meal plan and put them in a folder or put them on your fridge, however you want, and come up with like an ultimate plan that you actually loved, that you were excited for the foods that you ate, just by adding that extra protein if you wanted to the meals, or going without. And yeah, I just thought it was a good one just to be able to print off your own and just use whatever recipes within there. One of the recipe plans that are in the 5 is a bonus one. So it was a 4 meal plan, but with one bonus one that includes in the plan, but not the recipes within Egg Fast 3.0, of recipes from our other 2 ebooks. So if you've got all 3 or buy the egg crate, then you can use that plan using all of them. In the plans, there is some with 2 to 3 meals per day, but they're in an eating window. So, you know, if you wanted to eat, say, have a cup of soup, baked eggs, and a chiffon petit four, you could have all of those within your eating window. You could sit down and eat them all at once if you wanted to, like have your entree, main, and dessert, all within an hour, and that's you done. And you'll probably be full for the rest of the day anyway. That's totally up to you. And there is a Hatcher Plan 3.0 where I actually included more meal choices throughout the day, but you don't have to eat every meal. I say that the best thing to do is just to eat when you're hungry, eat to satiety, try and get to that macro of your protein where you can, or just boosting the protein amount. And then you'll get better results throughout the plan. This plan has been tested with our 10 testers, and this book actually took 6 months to write. So it's not something that I just flipped together and popped into an ebook and said, there you go. Okay, so it took me a lot of time, a lot of stress. I think it's actually probably one of the most beautiful books, or certainly be probably one of the most beautiful egg fast plans you've ever seen. I took my time even with the photography for a change. Can I graze throughout the day? You could, but I don't recommend it. Just like on a low carb diet or keto diet or lifestyle, it is better to eat and fast between, or eat in a window and then fast. Do I need to eat within 30 minutes of waking? No, you don't. So I eat my first meal roughly around about lunchtime, and then I finish around about 4 p.m. So, it's in a 24. Do I have to eat every 3 hours? No, did I write that twice? Can I fast? Yes, we've already talked about that. Can I have milk in my coffee or tea? No. There's no cream or milk in this, but there is a milk that I've included that is made out of hemp seed. So it's a hemp seed milk, and I will tell you now, all my testers were blown away by how lovely the hemp seed milk is. And the funny thing is it's been on our website, I think, for 3 years. So the hemp milk is really nice. It's actually one that you can drink and you'll love it, and it's nut free, of course, as well, and it's a protein milk. So that can be included in your tea or coffee, but if you're going to have it like in the morning, you're going to break your fast, okay? So just consider when you're going to add the milks. I didn't write on there, can I have alcohol? No. When you're on the fast, it's better not to have the alcohol. It's just extra calories, okay? So if you're doing it Monday to Thursday, then you know, well, okay, you know what? If I did it from like Sunday afternoon to Monday afternoon, I could probably have a drink on Thursday or Friday if that's the way you go. But the plan is not devised to have with alcohol. Okay, because if you don't know, alcohol, the body actually has to consume all the carbohydrates from the alcohol first before it'll burn anything else with you. I mean the calories, sorry, for the other food. Now, can I do it dairy-free? Yes, we've gone through that. You can do it dairy-free. Is it gluten-free? Yes, every single recipe is gluten-free. I always say it's gluten-free the way I write it, but of course you have to look at if there's any ingredients. I think with the Momofuku eggs, I've used an option that you could use soy, which you can use a gluten-free soy, tamari, or coconut aminos, or you can use Vegemite. I love Vegemite, and I just get the gluten-free Vegemite, okay? So it obviously comes down to what choices you make. If you need to be gluten-free, you probably got the barcode scanner and that, and know your brands that are gluten-free anyway, but as it's written, it's gluten-free. Can I do it egg-free? We did have one person ask. We've been waiting for somebody to ask if I can do it egg-free. You could probably do some of the recipes with a chia egg, but you can't do fried chia eggs with halloumi hash, for instance. It's not written as an egg-free plan. It's an egg fast. It's eggs. Okay, so probably not so much for anyone who can't have eggs. Another question we actually had that I didn't write down is, do they taste eggy, or are the recipes particularly eggy, or is there soft eggs in there? All the recipes can actually have, there's only a couple that have soft egg, which is like a poached egg. We all know we can poach it longer, or you can just sunny side up, or you can flip your egg over and cook it. So that is totally up to you. There is none that actually have to be a gooey egg. So, you know, that's fine. And for eggy flavors, the best thing to do is use room temperature eggs. If you chill your eggs, just pop them in a glass of warm water before you use it in any of the baked breads or anything like that, because that will actually remove the egginess of the egg. Can I do it if I'm carnivore? Well, yes, you can. If you're strict carnivore and only eat meat and salt, well then no. Like I say, it does have some dairy, it does have some spices, and I of course always throw in a little bit of green. It's green on the cover. You can see it's even got the chimichurri on the front. But I would say dirty carne for sure. And we've actually had even a review. If you look at the reviews, you can see some of the people that have already reviewed the ebook. Keep them coming, because we love the reviews on all of our books. It just helps with everybody else understanding what the book's about, or what it's like, or what to expect. But you know, there's even somebody on there who was carnivore who hasn't had any of my books for a very long time, which is funny, because like my books really have come a long way. If it was a really early on one, I'm sure you were quite surprised on how they've come along. But yes, because the recipes are mostly egg, cheese, butter or oil, and dairy. If you eat dairy, then yeah, you can eat it as carnivore. Can I do it as vegetarian? Yes, you can. So while we have the protein choices in there, you can make it into tofu or something like that if you want to, or seitan, but that's totally up to you. Or just eat the recipes without any of the meat choices. That's pretty basic. So if I'll have a quick look and see, I've got on my iPad, on my tablet here, whatever you call it, MacBook. I'll just see if there's any questions that anybody's asked that I need to answer. But if you've got any questions, quickly pop them in there, because that's all I wrote down. You know, there's some great recipes in here. You do not have to love eggs to love the book. You do not have to do the egg fast. There is 50 plus recipes in this book that go well into any plan, into everyday eating. Your whole family will love a lot of the recipes that are in there. The no potato bake is obviously one that's become extremely popular very, very quickly, but there is some like amazingly good recipes in here. There is ones that will only take you like a minute or two for prep, and some even take you less than 5 minutes to prep and cook. Okay, so it's for people who are busy, it's for people who hate cooking, it's for people, you know, the thing is, there's just so much there that you can actually use just all the time. So I think it's a great book in that way. I don't like the taste of eggs. Will I be able to find things to follow this plan? Yes, I think I just covered that one off. So again, like even like if you look at the cover of the book, which has got the Arabic eggs on it, those eggs are poached eggs, but then it's got the chimichurri on it. So when you're even eating them, it's actually tasting like fresh. It's tasting like lemon and herbs and chili and oil, like a nice oil, flavored oil. So you know, even like say that I'm going more for the ones that are very egg based. The Thai marbled eggs, again, it's got like a nam jim on the top, which we've made into like a oily, lemony, herby slurry that just goes over the top and just makes it really flavoursome. There's Mediterranean eggs that's got a Mediterranean butter, or you can make it with bacon fat or ghee, lard, whatever you want. Again, so even the ones that are like egg, that you can actually physically see an egg, they've got things on them. Or seasonings, and you can always add some seasoning. So if you like your eggs, say with a little bit of tagine or lemon pepper, not the lemon pepper that you buy from supermarkets full of crap, but the ones you can make yourself. If you've got a Rubber Dub book, you've got all the finishing salts and stuff like that you could use, chili salts, chili flakes, Italian seasonings. In the book, we've actually added things like, say, Italian seasoning. You can buy Italian seasoning or Italian herbs from the supermarket, but we've also linked it to the recipe on our website, so you can actually just use a completely keto friendly, crap free friendly recipe if you wish. So we've just tried to keep it very simple, but to be fair, like where you say you don't really like the taste of eggs, I'm one of those people that also used to get freaked out by, sometimes it was like soft eggs. I hate soft eggs, sometimes I hate hard eggs, sometimes I hate eggs at all. I hate to even look at an egg, because when I think about what an egg is, it really does turn me off as well. This is somebody talking who actually didn't eat meat for more than 10 years. So yeah, there is a lot of flavours in here they're not to mask the eggs. To me, it is like a perfect match. Okay, so we're just trying to make great tasting food that works really, really well together, a perfect balance of sweet, salty, zesty, herby, all that sort of flavours. I need to find a link to get my e-copy. So if you're Francis, I think you've already ordered it. So if you're already ordered it, the ebook comes in a email, you download it and you save it to your device. Do not save the link to your device and then constantly download it. One that actually adds to your device. So every time you're downloading I think it's a 10 meg file, it's taking up space on your device. So and it is a limited amount of downloads for each ebook. So what you do is you download it, save it to iBooks, Google Docs, Dropbox, however you want, and then it's there permanently. It should never leave wherever you save it, okay? But if you save it in a bookmark bar, that is just saving a link, and you're just going to be reopening it and re-downloading it every single time you open it, and eventually your downloads will run out. Okay, so that is where you find it. When you get the email, I always advise that in your inbox on your emails is that you can actually save emails to their own inbox. So you just create a box and call it ebooks. So this could be for ours or any ebooks you ever buy or any important documents, and you shift the email into there. So if for some reason, let's just say you changed your email, you lost your device, you got a whole new device, you had to start all over again, you just bought an Apple one and you wanted to put things into iBooks, you'd reload, put it into your iBooks, save it to your iCloud, so then it also goes to, because I've got Apple devices, it goes to my MacBook, it goes to my phone, it goes to my iMac. So I've got it on every device that is connected to my cloud. So that's always good too. But yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I'll just have a quick look, just a quick refresh and just see if there's any more questions. But if you've got any more, you can add it into the thread. We have a plan. We have a challenge starting on Monday. It's on our Facebook group, which you'll see the link groups in this post anyway. But it's at Mad Creations, Keto and Low Carb Recipes by Megan Ellen, that group. We'll just have a check-in each day, but yeah, we want you to share, so we'll actually be doing some giveaways of our premix products. I haven't got any here right now, but we've actually got like 10 different premix products. I've ordered a lot in to do giveaways, just for random people posting their pictures of whatever they've made from the plan, just for a bit of fun. But it's also a good way to support, because it might be like somebody showing that they've done, let's just say, the Thai marbled eggs, and they've done it with a hot smoked salmon flaked over the top, you know, so then it's just showing different ways to serve and giving you more ideas that you can add to that extra meal plan that's in the book as well. So you might see something that somebody else has posted and like, oh my God, I want that next time. So I will add the extra 100 grams of the hot smoked salmon, or I might do a, you know, fresh grilled tuna steak and then put that on the top. So, you know, you can see like it's one of those ebooks and one of those plans and recipes that is like a building block in that as well too. So there's so much you can do. There's a rolled omelette in it, say for instance, that you could actually like roll it up with shredded chicken that you've poached in the Thai soup even, or done it in the Mexican broth. That would be amazing. So like imagine like doing like a Mexican chicken and then rolling it into the rolled omelette. You could cut that into serves throughout the week. You've got 4 lunches because it's 4 serves if you cut it into 4. And you could even put a little bit of cheese on the outside and put it in a flatbed toaster and toast it, make it crispy on the outside with the omelette and the nice chicken inside, or bacon, or, you know, fajita steak or something like that. All just simple things that you can just add to the recipes within this book to make them even more exciting. I could have gone for a lot longer taking photos of them with all these beautiful proteins and that as well too, but the book was already way bigger than, like, honestly, the testers are already upset about how many we had to cut out, because I literally, I don't know, we might have tested around about 100 recipes, but yeah, we had to pare it all back, and we kept it at a price point that everybody can afford. We understand that everyone's hurting at the moment with lots of things going on. This is a book where every recipe is under like 50 cents a recipe. 6 months of my time, I think that's pretty cheap for $23.95 at the moment with our intro price. It will go up to $27.95, but again, we're keeping it on a low price, where a book normally of that size for us is roughly around about the $34.95. Okay, so I don't think there's any other questions. We'll just click on this comment. I'm gonna jump off. All right, done. So if you do have any questions, pop them in the chat box. You can email me at megan@madcreationshub.com. If you haven't got the copy yet, it's in the link above in this post. And if you've already got yours, remember to save it to somewhere on your device and save your email should you ever need the download again. Okay, thanks for joining me. That was all about Egg Fast 3.0, our newest release, and I hope you'll all join us in the Egg Fast 3.0 challenge for next week.